Welcome to day 3 of AIDS LifeCycle at Home. Thanks everyone for watching. I'm excited to kick us off here on day 3, where we are all about celebrating you, the fabulous AIDS LifeCycle community. AIDS LifeCycle is more than just an event. It's a community like no other. Folks come from all across the world to experience the beautiful California coastline, and it is you, our wonderful roadies, cyclists, donors, and volunteers who bring this community to life. The week of AIDS LifeCycle has always been a time for us to come together as a community and escape the craziness of the outside world, which makes me want to ask, did you have a chance to join the fun at the Water Stop dance party yesterday? If not, check out these highlights from day 2.
Welcome to your yoga class, forearms going up, 5.
We were not powerful, a small minority.
Remember, if you missed anything that's happened throughout the week, you can find all of that at AIDSLifeCycle.org, your hub for all things AIDS LifeCycle at Home. Next up, let's check in on the secret phrase of the day. If you tuned in yesterday, you know that yesterday's phrase of the day was ride safe, be safe. And check it out, we have a winner. Congratulations, you've got this year's Ride, Love, Live tee coming your way. And for today, the secret phrase is, roadies rock. Indeed they do. The phrase is roadies rock. Please email us at info@AIDSLifeCycle.org with this phrase to enter for a chance to win this year's super cute 545 kit, which includes everybody's favorite jogger, hoodie, and a super cool tank just in time for summer. How do you 545? Now, let's get on with the show. We have a lot of great stuff planned for today. Let's take a look at what's coming up. Join us at noon for a special conversation with Joe Hollendonor, CEO at San Francisco AIDS Foundation. Joe will be discussing the mission, vision, and direction of the foundation as we look forward to getting ever closer to zero. And then join celebrity chef Susan Feniger with her own spin on everyone's favorite camp dinner, mac and cheese. That special will be live streaming today at 4 p.m. And finally, join us tomorrow at 7 a.m. when you can choose between at-home cycling class or yoga from Bali with Chokai. It'll be amazing. And now for today's at-home challenge. Joining me today is Rachel Lee, a 2-time cyclist and TRL in the Bay Area. Take it away, Rachel.
Thanks, Tracy, and welcome everyone. Today's challenge is a classic plank. We'll be doing 66 seconds of them to honor the fact that we should be riding 66 miles today on a typical AIDS life cycle.
So let me get this straight. You want me to hold a plank for longer than 1 minute?
That's right, Tracy. It's not easy, but with a little practice, anyone can build up to this. And to make sure we don't hurt ourselves, let's take a minute to talk about proper form.
Hi everyone. I'm going to show you some plank variations from easier to harder. Pick which one works best for you and have some fun. So this is the first variation with your forearms on the floor and your knees on the floor. Second variation, raise your knees. Third variation, come up onto your arms. And then finally, tap your shoulders. Keep your head neutral and your back flat. And that's it. I look forward to your videos.
There you go. And remember, it's more important that you focus on form than getting to the full 66 seconds. Going for broke without good form can lead to injury, and we don't want that. And to give you another look at the classic plank, let's check in with Coney. So perhaps I should have been a bit more specific and clarified that we were talking about the exercise version of the plank, not the 2013 media challenge. Oh well, I think you guys get the point.
Wow, I have a lot to work on today. Thanks, Rachel, and thanks to you too, Coney.
You're so welcome, Tracy, and good luck to all of you at home.
And now to talk a little bit about fundraising, I'd like to hand it over to Celia and Katie. Celia is a cyclist rep in our Southern California office, and fun fact, an avid artichoke enthusiast. Katie is a cycle rep in the NorCal office, and get this, believes the best burger in the world is available only one time a year in a little town called Bradley. Take it away, Seal and Katie.
Seal. Yoo-hoo, Seal, Seal. Seal.
Oh, hey, Katie. Sorry, what's going on?
It's time for the fundraising update.
Oh, sorry, I was just texting a couple people. You know me, I'm really actually trying to keep my social life on point right now during the quarantine. Are you ready for the jingle?
Yeah, let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Fundraising update in the morning.
All right. Glad the jingle's out of the way. And I'm just going to finish up with these texts in a little bit.
Well, don't forget to respond to those people. I mean, you don't want to wait too long.
No. I'm actually a really good texter and really attentive, which is why I thought it would be good for texting to be part of today's fundraising challenge.
You know, Seal, that is a great idea. Because while Facebook messages and Instagram DMs are great tools for communication and connection, these are a more passive approach to take when asking people to support your fundraising. Plus, a lot of folks don't rely on those platforms for direct communication.
And my favorite part of texting is that when people say that they can't support me right now, I can just send back a nice message that says thank you, and then we can go back to just sending each other pictures of our cats.
As a rule of thumb, always the more cat pics, the better.
Agreed. So what is the official fundraising challenge for today, Katie?
Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Time to put your texting skills to use, people. For today's fundraising challenge, go through your contacts and pick 5 different people that you haven't reached out to yet for donations. Compose a simple text explaining why you're participating in AIDS LifeCycle at home and what their donation would mean to you and the clients of the center and foundation. Copy and paste it to 5 different people, and you're done.
And since I know y'all are speedy texters, just take an extra minute today to customize those text messages that you're sending out to people. Anything that you can do to find a connection between your donor and the cause, whether it's the mission, the physical challenge, or just your shared love of doing good. The more heartfelt and vulnerable you can be in these connections, the more authentic and personal your text will feel.
That's so true. And don't forget to include your fundraising link so it's easier for them to donate right from your message.
Absolutely. Hopefully your text today will bring in some donations and give you the opportunity to spread awareness about AIDS LifeCycle and our mission to end AIDS. And speaking of donations, we really wanted to highlight someone who has used the power of multiple small donations to create big change.
Since the ride was canceled due to COVID-19 on March 16th, Andre Hurtado has raised well over $5,000, and 155 of those donations were $20 or less. How incredible is that?
That just goes to show that no matter the amount, all donations add up to provide critical services at San Francisco AIDS Foundation and the Los Angeles LGBT Center. You may not know a lot of people who can make large donations, but ask enough people for $5 or $10 donations and you can still make a big impact. Andre is proof of that.
So as you go out today and send your 5 text message we wish you good luck and tailwinds.
And we hope you have a beautiful day. Back to you,
Tracy.
Hello, shoppers! Your AIDS LifeCycle at home experience won't be complete unless you pay a visit to the online camp store at AIDSLifeCycle.org/camp store. There we have a great selection of items for you to choose from to show your AIDS LifeCycle pride all year long. Shop early, shop often, because you know things always sell out at the camp store. I look forward to seeing you all next year, and I miss you so much.
Thanks, Celia and Katie, for today's fundraising tip. And kudos to everyone who's been able to continue to fundraise. If you're interested in continuing the work that started so many years ago, you can donate to your friends and family members directly by visiting their fundraising page at AIDSLifeCycle.org, or make a general donation by texting the word donate to 341-999-7433. That's 341-999-RIDE. If you're inspired this morning, please share on social media with the hashtag AIDSLifeCycle and let your friends know all about the ride. You can also register for the 2021 ride all week. While none of us know exactly what will happen in the coming months, we do know this. We are planning to ride in 2021. Our mission and the agencies depend on us. For those of you who are registered for 2020, you've been automatically registered for 2021. If you're not already registered, I think you know what to do by now. Go to AIDSLifeCycle.org and sign up today. So, as Celia and Katie mentioned, connecting donors to the mission can go a long way. And one of the strengths of this community is its ability to affect change by sharing stories and engaging in conversation. Check out these conversations we had with community members about smashing the stigma surrounding HIV and AIDS.
Yeah, I was in Los Angeles. I moved there in 1979. The first cases of HIV was 1981, and I remember very vividly when that started to occur and my reaction to it, which was fear.
Where were you during the first reported HIV case?
Not alive. I was born in 1991. I'm young.
I do remember Ryan White, and I do remember talking about it in 4th grade. I didn't really understand it.
I also lost an aunt to AIDS when I was younger. It was actually my first experience hearing the word AIDS or HIV.
I want to say it was like a Phil Donahue show or something in the 80s, but my actual first memory was I was a senior in high school. Oh, and Phil Donahue was on, that's why. And my mom was behind me ironing. And I was just starting to come out, like just that idea of my sexuality being obvious and my sexual energy coming forward. And I just remember my mom ironing, putting the iron down and saying, I don't care what you do, as long as you're safe. And that was my first memory of actual how AIDS and HIV affected me.
When I wasn't a part of any sort of queer community, I didn't know any of what was going on with AIDS and HIV.
How have you kind of tackled that?
Interacting with men who are older than me in their 40s and 50s who have a wealth of knowledge about being gay and living through the AIDS crisis.
When I found out I was HIV positive, I went to my first clinic. I felt a little out of place because I didn't feel like I was in that demographic. I still felt alone. As a straight female.
You know, people said really mean things to me early on, like just, call me disgusting or you're gonna die of AIDS, blah, blah, blah.
It hurts my heart to hear that people said that to you.
It's okay.
So we are Bikes Not Binaries. It's the very first all trans and gender nonconforming team. Right now there are 5 of us. We're really looking to create more awareness of the transgender community in the conversations around HIV/AIDS.
There's kind of not an immediate need to talk about it. There's no urgency in it anymore. We take PrEP, we're undetectable, and we move on with our lives. And we forget that, that's really not the case in the rest of the planet. So sometimes we might feel like we live in a post-HIV/AIDS, but that's just because we're sitting in a very comfortable place and not being really conscious of more of a global scale.
Well, I think there's a lot of progress that has been made thanks to AIDS LifeCycle, not only in terms of the exposure to the world. People need to understand that folks that are HIV positive are not a threat to their life.
These places help people just like me.
Wow, what a powerful moment. To watch the full conversation, head on over to AIDSLifeCycle.org. And with that, have a great day, and we'll see you at tonight's camp stage. The route is now open.